Hello students, today we discuss chapter 1 Introduction to Software Quality. The objective of first chapter is to understand basic concepts of a software quality, to learn errors, faults and failure, to study software engineering, to study software quality assurance in a details. We use the softwares or we use the many applications in a computer systems or in a mobiles. If these applications are not work properly means if user gives us some input and that application does not generate any proper output according to the customer's requirements, that means that the software is not working properly. But for that purpose we have to achieve or we have to come the software quality assurance process. The importance of delivering high quality software is increasing every day due to greater use of software in a variety of applications. The task of delivering high quality software has become difficult because of rapid advance in a computer technology. Now, for that purpose, there is the main aspects of a software quality assurance process. First one is to understand if there is any defects in the software, and second one is to check whether it matches the necessary quality of the attributes. Understand if there is any defects in the software, but that defects are understand by using the sum of the standards. Software quality assurance process that applies the sum of the standards. Standards means they are given the guidelines. According to that guidelines, the software is working properly. If they is not working in a proper way according to the customer's requirement, then there are the occurs the defects. And second one is to check whether it matches the necessary quality of our attributes. The necessary of the quality of attributes. For example, if you play with the game or you can play with the one of the video game. For the health center, they does not provide any guideline, but that they does not provide the attributes which are required for the customer. They does not provide the help menu, so that software it not matches the quality of the attributes. Software development process is different than the other industrial product development process that we discuss in a second point, that is the uniqueness of a software quality assurance. Software quality assurance is a process to monitor the software engineering practices and methods, thus ensuring the quality of a software. When the software quality assurance process covers entire software development process in which there is a requirement specifications, software design, coding, software management, software configurations, and the software testing. Requirement specification is the first phase in a software engineering development process in which customer or the end user gives their requirement to the development team. Then that the development team, according to the customer requirements, designs the database, designs the different framework so that the software development process is performed. Then performs the actual coding. After the coding, there is a management. In a software development process, the management is that for the cost estimations of a software, some of the risk are occurs. How to resolve that risk by the development teams. Then there are the requirements of the procures. Procures means some of the hardwares are required for the development that are mentioned in a software project management. Then configurations. Configurations in the software development process. Configuration is the releasing the new versions of a software. And last one is the testing. This is the most important part of the software quality assurance process is the testing. The other other industrial products are less complex, they are visible, and their manufacturing process is known to the everyone. They are the simple. For example, consider that the developments of any washing powder, that same development process, but they have the different logo. But in a software development process, there is a unique softwares are developed by the each of the organizations. They does not repeat that the software. The versions are released, but they does not use the software development process in a repeat format. For example, if that use that OBS softwares, that OBS software is a video product, video capturing software that captures the sound systems also. These softwares are developed in a .NET. Then other industries, same softwares are developed, but they use the different languages. So their development or constructions is different as compared to the other industrial products. So no developer will declare that its software is free of defects. As a major manufacturers of the computer hardware are also don't that. This refusal actually reflects the essential elements difference between the software and the other industrial products, such as automobiles, washing machines, or the radios. The differences can be categorized in following ways. First one is the product complexity, second one is the product visibility, and third one is the product development and the production process. Product complexity. The software development process have the different modes of the operations. In a single software, there are performed the thousands of the different modes. For example, we use the MS Word. In MS Word, there are given the multiple menus. Each menu has the sub-menus. Sub-menus contain the different following options. That is, in a simple word MS Word, we have to perform the 10 more than the 10,000s of the operation. They provide the more than the 10,000 operation so that the complexity of a software is increases. But in the others automobiles, there are also different modes of the operation. But these modes are not the greater than 5 or 6 modes. But in a software, there are different modes of the operations near about greater than the 10,000 or the 15,000. Then second one is the product visibility. Product visibility, the other industrial products, they are visible. Each worker knows that how to develop that particular machines or particular products. But in a software, each person that a software engineer, they use their brains, and according to each different views, each different coding sections, they develop the software. End user does not know that the what types of the languages are used by the software engineering, what types of the frameworks are used by the software engineer, so that the product visibility of the softwares are invisible to the end users. But the other industrial products are development process or they are visible to the end users. For example, if the spare parts are required, automobiles, in automobiles, if the spare parts are required for the customer, they are easily available for that automobile. But the software does not have any spare parts. We have to use the different versions of that software so that the visibility of a product in a other industrial, they are visible to the end user. But software visibility is for the end user. They does not know which types of the languages, which types of the framework are used by the software engineers. Then third one is the product development and the production process. Product development is the development team as well as experts in a software quality assurance are directed towards detecting the inbuilt product defects. An approved prototype ready for that becomes available at the end of this phase. Then second, product constructions planning. This phase is not required for the software production process as the developing of the software copies and printing of a software manuals is carried out automatically. This applies to a software product irrespective of whether the number of copies is less, as in custom made software, or large, as in a software packages sold to the general public. And third one is the manufacturing. The manufacturing of the software is limited to copyright the products and printing the copies of the software's manuals. Consequently, expectations for the detecting the defects are quite limited during this phase. There is a difference between the other industrial products and software process or software products. Classifications on the basis of the complexity, visibility of a product, and the nature of development and production process. Software products, usually very complex products, allowing for a very large number of operational options. But the other industrial products, degree of a complexity much lower, allow at most few thousands of the operational options. That is, we discussed that the MS Word and the sum of the machines that does not have the greater than the thousands modes of the operation. Then second one is the visibility of the products. Software products are invisible products, impossible to detect the defects or omissions by the site. These are the visible products, allowing the effective detections of a defect by site. Nature of development and production process. In a software product, opportunities to detect the defects arises in only one phase, namely product development. But in other industrial product, opportunities to detect the defect arises in all phases: development and production, product development, product production planning, and the manufacturing. This is the difference between the software products and the other industrial products. In the last year questions papers, they asked the difference between the software products and the other industrial products. Next one, next top unit, software errors, faults, and the failures. What is a software? A software is a computer program, procedure, and possibly associated the documentations and data to the operations of a computer system. A software is defined by the IEEE. IEEE is one of the standards that define that the software is a computer program, procedures, possibly associated documentations and data to the operations of a computer system. IEEE definition of software, which is same as to the ISO. The ISO defines that the softwares are classified into the four components. First one is the computer program, second one is the procedure, third one is the documentations, and fourth one is the data. First one, computer program. Computer programs are needed because there are activate the computer to perform the requirement applications. Now that computers programs are in a different computer languages, that does .NET, PHP, whatever the applications that are runs or that have to perform on a different console, according to that the software programs are performed. Second one is the procedure. Procedures are required to define the order and schedule in which the programs are performed, the methods employed, and the persons responsible for performing the activities that are necessary for applying the softwares. The procedures are the different types of the documentation creation process or different types of the employees are recruited for that the development process, that are the procedure. Also in the procedures, they estimate the cost of the software, they estimate the required time the development process, if that softwares are completed within that time. This is the procedures that are performed in a software. Third one is the documentation. Various types of documentations are needed for the developers, users, and maintenance person. The documentations are programs description, requirement report, program descriptions, and the design report. And last one is the data. Data is necessary for operating the software, whether it includes the parameters, program, name, list the software to needs of the specific user. These are the main four components of the software. Computer program, which is the performs in a computer different computer languages. Procedures are defined the order and schedule in which the programs are performed, that estimates the time for that the software development process, that estimates the cost for the softwares. And third one is the documentation, that documentations are requirement, program descriptions, different stakeholders or help sections. These are the different documentations are created, and data is necessary for operating the software, that contains the different databases. What types of the informations are given to that the software, that are mentioned in a data section. The software errors. Software errors can be referred as getting the unexpected or wrong result due to faults in a software. Error can be introduced as a result of incomplete or inaccurate requirements or due to human data entry problem. An error is a human actions that produces an inaccurate result. The software error can cause improper functionings of the software. Then the common categories of the softwares are communications error, functionality errors, calculations error, control flow errors, synthetic errors, missing command errors, and error handling. Today we stop our discussion here. In the next lecture, we discuss these different types of the errors in detail. Thank you.